everyone, this is Whitney. This is my video submission for week 2's discussion forum. Just talking about this week's reading in The Simple Math of Writing Well. It didn't really give me any new perspective, but I appreciate that it broke it down into really clear and logical components and made it really easy to understand. Very clear, and I think the way the reading put it was mathematical almost. Kind of a reminder that writing isn't just about being creative or having talent. It's structure and clarity, which is very important, which I needed reminders on all of the grammar lessons. It's been a long time since I was in school, and it kind of gave me a little confidence boost in my ability to be like, okay, yeah, I remembered that, or I didn't remember that. I'm glad I got that reminder. It aligned with my past, and just kind of knowing that writing needs to be clear and organized, but also made me think a little bit more about sentence structure. For example, I'm a heavy user of dashes, and it mentioned being careful with your use of dashes because it creates a more lengthy pause than a comma, and also that it's less formal or professional, even though it is allowed in formal and professional writing. So it kind of gave me more to think about. One question I still have is balancing the simplicity of it with personal style, but I think that's just something that I will probably always struggle with. I am someone who talks very differently than I write, and so I've always been that way, that when I write something down, I'm like, this doesn't even sound like me. For instance, ums and likes. I sound very different on paper than I do in person. Going forward, I plan to apply these principles by just kind of using sentence level structure and paying extra close attention to what I have on my paper. One thing that kind of struck me too was the fragments, and I had never considered that a main verb and subject can't be in the introduction of a sentence. And so I'm like, how many fragments do I really write without even realizing that I'm not writing whole sentences? So just paying closer attention, and when I'm rereading in my draft before doing my final draft, making sure that everything is complete and correct. And a helpful trick that I use is reading my writing out loud, and I also have the app Speechify. For my fellow ADHD sufferers, it's a lifesaver for me. It's just basically an app that reads things out loud to me, and it helps me a lot with hearing my own writing and just seeing what it would sound like. So then not only do I hear it read out from my own voice, but then I can hear another voice read it to me and be like, oh, that doesn't sound right, or that sounds weird. And yeah, that helps me a lot. So yeah, thank you.